Hi, I'm Lisa Whitwell, the IT Sales Manager at Fisher's Technology, and I'm going to share with you 5 tips to ensure that your business has a strong Microsoft 365 security posture. Tip number 1, enable multi-factor authentication for all users. Multi-factor authentication, or MFA as it's known, is used to ensure that digital users are who they say they are by requiring they provide at least 2 pieces of credentials before allowing users to log on. Multi-factor authentication has evolved as the single most effective control to insulate an organization against remote attacks. Identity theft is an easy, low-risk, high-reward type of crime and is a threat to all businesses, and it's only becoming more common. Be sure to add this additional layer of security by enabling multi-factor authentication for all your users. Tip number 2, restrict admin access to dedicated admin accounts. Microsoft 365 administrative accounts are those that have permissions and access to read and modify every administrative setting. This role by default is assigned to the person who set up the account. And because only other global admins can reset another global admin's password, we do recommend you have at least 2 global admins in your organization in case of an account lockout. But the global admin has almost unlimited access to your organization's settings and the data. So we recommend that you don't have more than 4 global admins because of the security threat. So be sure that each user has an account assigned to them and that the admin account is used only for admin purposes. Tip number 3, stop mail forwarding outside your organization. By creating a simple rule, you can prevent users from forwarding their email to addresses outside of their organization. Why would you want to do this? Well, it is commonly known that hackers who gain access to your email account will forward your email to another account in order to gain more information and cause more security risks. For this reason alone, you don't want to forward your work email to another email outside of your organization. But keep in mind that in most cases, the user enables the mail forwarding for a good reason, not being aware of the risks. Therefore, good communication to the end user explaining why automatic forwarding of email isn't a good idea is always best. Once your end users are aware of the security risks with automatic forwarding, they'll understand why the restriction is necessary. Tip number 4, train your users. This is a general tip that can include end user training via webinars or company meetings. It's important that users are aware of phishing and malware attacks, proper security, like how to pick a more secure password. This can add the biggest layer of security for your organization. Currently, you may have more employees working remotely, which has its own unique threats. Work at home may happen on unmanaged and shared devices, over insecure networks, and unauthorized or non-compliant apps. This new environment has put cybersecurity decision-making in the hands of those remote employees. In addition to the rapid dissolution of corporate perimeters, this threat environment is also evolving rapidly as these malicious actors take advantage of this current situation. Since your users are on the front lines, it's important to arm them with the tools and knowledge to ensure that they're not the weak link in the security of your organization. Tip number 5, reset your password. If you don't have a password policy that requires you to change your password on a regular basis, you are at risk. Weak passwords are the typical point of entry for most hackers. So here's some rules when it comes to creating a new password. Don't use the same one. It's tempting, but you leave yourself open to multi-account compromise when a hacker can get access to many of your accounts with the single password. So make it safe from hacking program guessing. Don't use personal information. Make it unique with numbers and symbols. Never share your password. Remember, the pain of creating a new password regularly is much less than the pain of a security breach.